Hello and welcome to this learning experience about operations strategy. The big changes that the world faces have a strong impact on operations. The growing impact of IT systems, artificial intelligence, globalization, emerging technologies, and the learning economy have heavily contributed to these changes. The first step on the IT revolution was made with the impact of technology in the microprocessor and the growing importance of the communications with inter- and intra-company connections, which allow the closer contact between suppliers and customers with a reduction in the cycle times and increase in variety. The following step was the exponential growth of the Internet, which affected the totality of the commercial and industrial activity. Strongly connected to the growth of the IT technologies, the globalization and learning economy became more relevant in such way that companies tend to compete in a global perspective of the value chain with a need for a higher flexibility and quick adaptation. In this context, to compete, it is of the utmost importance the know-how, more specifically at the product and process development level, sustained through innovation, creativity and quality. Operations management is therefore made by a mixture of people management and technology implementation, sometimes expressed in sophisticated ways of creating quality goods and services. It uses quantitative methods developed in other disciplines and incorporated in an integrated way in operations. In the last years, operations has become even more scientific with the use of new techniques to elevate operations in a way that it can be an effective support of the company strategy. This learning experience consists in 8 lessons with an average of 7:45 minutes each and over 60 minutes of content. Examples, analyses and conclusions in all lessons are present. An interesting project for you to solve applying what you learn with some creativity to help you consolidate your learning will be presented. I'm Professor Riesenberger and I'm going to guide you through this learning experience about operations strategy. I have more than 10 years experience in the continuous improvement area, working for the automotive and oil and gas sectors and Fortune 500 companies. For several years I have been a consultant helping small-medium enterprises achieve better competitive positions in the markets. I have several certifications, I have taught in public universities, and I have 3 books published on Amazon which achieved several number 1 positions. My motto is, leave work a better place than when you found it. In terms of operations strategy, the operations director must have a clear perception of the decisions made at the end customer level that affect the product quality, its availability and performance, and the value of the product, which will allow operations to make the products in a more effective and competitive way. The operations director should also understand the decisions that affect the efficiency and performance of the organization, which include the productivity and its capacity to compete. In other words, how the operations strategy contributes to the business and company strategy. By the end of this learning experience, you will be able to understand how operations interacts with systems and subsystems, merge strategic principles to achieve better operations, prioritize according to competitive priorities, apply a resource-oriented strategy, combine Porter's strategies and value chain. With operations, adjust and adopt product-market models and portfolio models, and conduct an interesting operations strategy project. By the end of the lessons, you will be challenged with solving an interesting operations strategy problem, which will require you to use the knowledge you learned through the lessons. This is great to solidify your learning. The project is quite straightforward and you will be able to solve it in relatively short time. You will be nominated as the operations director of a company, and you will have to make an operations strategy that will help the company become more competitive. Are you ready to learn about operations strategy in order to advance in your career or your business and step up and take this challenge? If yes, let's start now.